The people who did you wrong are trying to make you look like the scapegoat. These are the same people in the same groups who committed fraud on you. Fraud. You have people who took out life insurance on you. Yeah, they took life insurance policies over you. You got a lot of people and individuals and groups who took your social security, copies of it. You got people who's they stealing your identity, and some of them are actually starting to purchase things with it. With your social security. I'm pretty sure you probably seen emails and orders with certain places with prices, crazy expensive things. You was like, I didn't buy that. And we're not talking about the accounts from the bank. We're talking about certain other prices, things that you like, wait, I never brought that. Never. They know, those involved, they know. And this comes from your own family. This even comes from people in your workplace, in your job, wherever you worked at. You had people sabotaged it. They came up in groups. Oh, you think people can't do that in your job? They can't take your social security. They can't do that. Oh yeah, that happens too in the workplace as well. Yeah, yeah. There's groups and people involved. There's groups of people that are trying to make you be the scapegoat, because the truth about all their crimes, all your content, all the stuff that's being exposed, all your truth with stuff coming to the light, it's coming to the light, and it's not only exposing them, the tactics and the stuff that happens out here and the stuff that's been happening to you. It's not only exposing them, but everybody they're connected to as well. Everyone involved, that all everybody was connected to them. This is why people have been in the background, dirt digging, smearing, lying, forming groups, gang stalking, trying to find info, and doing illegal surveillance and illegal investigations with crooked officials who have been bribed, paid off, and promised positions if they can keep their dirty deeds under wraps. This is why the gang stalking increases. This is why the groups form, what you see out here. This is why the spiritual attacks increase. This is why you are experiencing spiritual warfare in different areas of your life, because those involved want you to stop talking about the stuff that they're doing. But the truth is already out. And the people who are moving in the shadows have others moving in the shadows regard to them. The wicked don't sleep, man. They don't. And this is why you've seen a lot of covens, occult fillers, and groups out here. The way how they moving out here is because, a lot of y'all are not even supposed to be where you at right now. You're not even supposed to have made it this far. You're not even supposed to be alive. A lot of y'all was supposed to be sacrificed. Some of y'all family put you as a sacrificial lamb. Even at your workplace, people did work on you, to you. They did contract sacrifices, trying to steal identity off of you. This happened. You survived it because of God. But think about it. The person who survived this, the person who's now speaking out, all those involved in all the work they did and all those involved, they got to make this one, this one survived. They got to make this one look a certain way. This is why you see them working hard. That's why they stalk, they try to set you up, they try to create fake pages, fake conversations, fake profiles of you. You probably got a profile of you somewhere, fake emails, and you talking and having conversations that's not even you, because they got to keep going hard. Because you got to think about it like this. They're being watched too. Just because you got people watching you and they do it in the groups, they're being watched too. And they know what's up. They're panicking. Because it's not so much with the courts over here, the physical courts, because yes, that plays out too, but the spiritual courts, all that stuff. Now that's where the real stuff is at. And that's where you've seen what you've seen. That's why you see the people forming groups and they panicking and they got to keep grouping up. The more you keep talking, the more you keep exposing, the more the light that keeps shining, the more stuff that you see, and it's all coming out to the light. Because even when you go outside, you seeing this. But this is what people go through. This is what happens to people. Some people just don't survive it. But the ones who do, see, now you see how hard they work to try to cover their tracks. And I want to tell you another thing. If you see a lot of Masons, Eastern Stars, occult affiliates, even when they use the children like the Demolite branch, because you got light and dark too, but when you see a whole bunch of these covens and cults, everything that you see and experiencing just proves about your anointing. It just proves your anointing. And, and not only that, it just goes to show you that all these people that's coming out now, doing what they doing in orders, you have people from your bloodline that's part of that cult. That's why. Remember, you got a royal bloodline, man. You come from a bloodline of royalty. And you got a lot of people in your family from both your mother and your father's side that participated and was involved in these cults. And some who are alive, they are in these occults still. You heard the horn? You heard the door? This is in your family. From your mother, your father. Maybe even your grandparents that you see in church. The pastor and even pastors from your family. If you got pastors, you uncles, aunts, from both mommy and daddy, I know you heard them in between. See, they in that too. You probably got Masons in your family. You got Eastern Stars in your family. Your aunties from mommy and daddy side. Your uncles. Your grandfather. Your grandmother. Some of them are probably high ranks too up there. All in a cult. See? But because you talking out and you were supposed to be a sacrificial, like you think family don't sacrifice family? You think they don't do that? Absolutely. You think in the workplace they don't do that? You think they don't try to sacrifice somebody in the job? Or try to sabotage people's workplace? All this stuff coming out. Yeah, they do this to people, man. They try to sabotage somebody and then they form a group. Just like with the family. They set the person up. They frame this person. When this person survives and starts speaking up, because that's when God intervenes. But now they gotta work hard and try to cover up their tracks, and now they gotta lie. The smear campaign. Now they gotta form and call their flying monkeys and their groups that's involved. And all this stuff that's coming out, this has been going on for years. This is nothing new under the sun. This has been going on for years. This has been going on for years. The only reason why people's going, they looking at it now is because content is dropping. People speaking their truths. People speaking the truth. People shining light. People being aware that, oh, this is happening out here. Too much light is coming out. Too much light. Not only that, they're looking at you and working harder because you survived stuff that you was not even supposed to survive. And you don't even look how with all the stuff you went through and the spiritual warfare and the shadow work, the dark work, the attacks, and everything that was going and sent your way. You survived it because of God. And your people in your family was involved in it, from both mommy and daddy's side, and people in your workplace, people from outside, their groups. This is why people trying to make you look like the scapegoat. This is why they gotta lie on you. This is why they gotta try to dig up stuff. This is why they gotta smear, lie, send people, stalk you every place you go. You minding your business, going onto your regular routes, but they got people watching you, taking pictures, sending people. But they looking at you and they looking at your daily route and they looking at what you're talking about, and the lies that they say, the lies is not matching with what they saying or what they're trying to do. And mind you, you out the way and you still got people who still talking and talking. They're looking at them. I'm telling you, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. But just know that's what's happening out here to a lot of people. But they don't look at them. They falling back, but they gotta be in the shadow. They terrified. These people, they are, because they know judgment's already coming on them. They know the light's already here. The truth is already out. They know what's going on. They just trying to work so hard to try to make you look a certain way. So whatever dirt they were doing and the fraud stuff that they did and whatever doing to Social Security and whatever they were doing, even the magic that they were sending your way, to try to make it look like you a scapegoat. They're trying to find ways to make you look like the problem. While it was a whole group of people that was involved in this sneak. But I'm telling you, you'd be surprised, man. You even got, when you start finding out you got your grandfather, your grandma, you be like, wait, my grandma, my grandpa, they were occult affiliates? They got down like that? Oh, what? When you start seeing them out there, you wondering when you go through the spiritual awakening, why I see all these people out here now, man? And not only that, the reason why you got a lot of them looking at you like this too is because they're looking at the people who sent this kind of work and this magic, and they were like, wait, this stuff is not working? So they're looking at you now, like, what happened? What's going on? They're not used to a person surviving the stuff that they've been doing. They're not used to a person like you who survived all this stuff and not looking at all this with the things that was sent to you. You don't look it. Not only that, the spiritual contents, the stuff you're talking about, your experience, they can't believe the stuff that you are aware of and the stuff that you're talking about that they know. They're like, yo, how did this person know this stuff? I'm telling you. So you got people who's looking at you like they wanna be teamed up with you. They want you to be a part of them. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of people who got an interest in you, but at the same time they want to use you, and at the same time there's those who want you to be quiet because the ones who did the dirt, they just want you out the way, but they trying to make you look a certain way. It's a whole stuff going on right now, but you can see, and they know that, and they're learning that now too. So I'm saying, be careful what you're doing out here, man, to people. Leave people alone, stop bothering people. But this has been going on for years, yo. For years with people out here. Do you know how many people is in prison, innocent? Do you know how many people is in mental asylums or psych wards that they looking like they crazy and all that? No, they're not crazy. They got hit with chaos spells, magic spells, or their family and people, groups and all that, stole their identity or was doing things around them to make them look crazy. Or maybe that individual slept with a witch or a warlock or was sent, and now listen to people, man. When you see people out here, oh my gosh, she's chasing me. Oh my gosh, they're trying to kill me. Bro, you just slept with a witch, man. You just, they was sent as a coven. Something happened to that individual, man. Come on, yo. When you understand, when you start to see out here, you be like, woo, it's real. The people who be having a problem with you are the ones, it's the discernment. It's the discernment. People don't like to be exposed. People don't like to have people who could look at them and read them and feel them and be like, yo, I could see you, I could feel you, I know what you're about, whether I know you or don't know you without saying words. I feel you, I see you, I could see the evil, like the intentions, I could feel it and see it on you, bro. So those are people like that, they don't like that. The snaring in the spit, there's people, they don't like the fact that certain people out here can see through them. They don't like to be seen. Especially the ones who's doing stuff on the dirt. Narcissists don't like to be exposed. Narcissists hate to be exposed. They hate to be exposed. And they definitely don't like the people who can see through them. They don't like that. So come on, that's why narcissists work the hardest on an innocent individual. Come on, y'all know the games of the narcissist. All the stuff happening now, this is the collapse of all the narcissists. This is the collapse of them. The collapse of all the darkness, all the stuff that's going on here. Everybody's getting, all their tactics is getting exposed. People's being aware now. The veil's thin, the masks are off. People can't hide it no more. They can't. It's over. But you see, everybody's seeing how weird people's out here now, right? It's weird now. No control. Everything's coming to the light. But yeah, man, you be careful, because you got people who did you wrong that they're gonna try to make you out to be the scapegoat. But that's okay. God's in charge. God watches you. God's watching them too. God got his hands on you. God got his eyes on you. God's defending you. God's protecting you. And God is still paving the way. God's in charge of everything. Of everything. Just keep relying on God. Keep praying. Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. All day, every day. Morning, nighttime. When you step outside, stay prayed up. Because you see, out here, man. You need to be spiritually protected. You need to be in your mind praying with the stuff out here, man. Because the mask fell off. Masks are off. People can't hide who they are no more. And they showing you. And they letting it be known. They just don't like the fact that people can see through them, but it is what it is. So keep doing your content, keep speaking your truth, keep speaking the truth, keep shining the light, and keep staying in prayer and pray for that hedge of protection, man. But remember, the wicked don't rest. They go the hardest. They overwork themselves to try to cover up lies, to try to. Nobody works harder than a narcissist, a liar, and a manipulator that knows that somebody knows exactly who they are, and they know that the schemes, nobody works harder than those who's lying to try to cover up their tracks by trying to frame the person who's speaking out on it. Come on, man. You see. But there's an interest, man, from both light and dark. I keep telling you, there's an interest. No, regardless, there's an interest. Stay with the Most High, the light.